All right, we are getting ready to head up to Streetcar Takeover. Got the burnout truck. We're gonna take that with us too. I just threw a new alternator on it, so that should be good. Fowler will run that. Do some rolls in it, just for the hell of it. 240, we took out late last night, took it to Mexico, and it did pretty good. So we're gonna go to Streetcar Takeover, see if we can get in the roll class, and see how she does. So let's get it loaded up and head on up there. Me and Fowler out here. See him sitting there. Already had 1320 video come up and interview me, which was nerve-wracking. But so far she's staying pretty cool. So hopefully we can make a decent pass out of it. Hopefully hit 150, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we're in the staging lanes past tech, and we are in the 150 class, depending on how it runs the first one. 130, 140 class, all full. So I said, go ahead and sign me up for 150, and let's do a first hit, and then go from there. If it runs anything over 140, we'll keep going, see what happens. All right, guys, so you saw the last clip, and there was only one hit that we did. And we went up there, I told Jason we were gonna do a hit, take a log, see how it went, and then go from there. Our biggest issue was our fuel pressure. So it seems like our fuel pressure was falling off as soon as we got into boost a little bit. Now also, you'll see it kind of started to pick up, I was starting to move, and then once I shifted, it looks like I missed a shift, but actually I got back in it and there was just nothing. No power, it kind of bogged, and I pedaled it, and then it came back alive and started going again. So let's take a look at the log and kind of go through kind of what happened here. All right, so here's our log. You can see this is where, let's see, green is our green is our throttle position sensor. Our red, this red line is our RPM, and then we have our map sensor, which is in blue. So let's look at our throttle position. Came up in first, shifted, went to 0. So now I was in second, and you can see we ramped into it there. See our RPMs coming up, and oops. All right, got it back. So this is RPM, so looks like we hit about 7,000. You can hear it in the video, I bounced off it a little bit, shifted, and then when I got back into it, I had to pedal it. So right here was me getting back in it, because basically RPMs didn't go up, it just kind of bogged where it was. So then we finished it out, and it seemed like it did pretty good from there on out. If we go over and look at our sensors, let's see, so let's look at our fuel pressure. You can see as we're increasing here, we're dropping off. So let's see what we're at. So here we're looking at like 38. Our minimum we saw was 31, so we're trying to target much higher than that, and it seems like when we go over 6 pounds of boost, we are falling off with our fuel pressure. So let's go take a look at the fuel filters, which Jason told me before I even went to Charlotte. He was like, hey, change those fuel filters out. And I was like, well, someone doesn't have it into stock till I get back. So here's what I found. The filter after the pump, that one didn't look too bad, which that's kind of expected. But the other one, as you can see here, I found all this trash, and it kind of looks, I don't know, it's plasticky, maybe RTV, I don't know, but all of it was kind of clogged in the filter itself. doesn't look that great either. So I know that wasn't helping. There was also a fuel fitting back there. I think it was the AN8 that was coming up to the front. There was one that had a small leak in it. So I think a combination of those two things was definitely not helping our fuel pressure. Plus, on the other side, we actually went ahead and bumped up the size of the wire on the fuel pump. Let's look at that. So I made this, or I got this relay here. This is a 120 amp relay. Put some 8 gauge wire on it, and actually just ran from the same relay that starts it there that was activating, just ran it over here and have it now on some bigger wire that's running over to the pump. So don't think we'll have a problem with getting power to the pump now. So from here, I did a little test run the other day. Seemed like we're all good there, nothing's leaking. Fuel pressure is decent. I'm hoping that once we go ahead and do another log here in a few days, that he needs to take some fuel out up top. So hopefully that's the kind of direction we're going. And then the last thing is, actually it did stay very cool at Charlotte, so that was good. I was able to, we didn't have to push it or anything. Just went up right to the line, started it, took off. But it looks like we have another fitting, which is AN fitting, that's leaking right in front of the water pump. So I'm gonna get that in probably tomorrow. We'll replace that, do another vacuum bleed on the coolant system, fill it back up. We'll get another log, and then hopefully from there, now we're ready to go do some more testing. And I think we'll go to Greer, do some more testing there, and hopefully turn it up a little bit more. I'm hoping that the pump has enough to get us maybe to 10 pounds of boost. So right now we got 6-pound springs. I'm hoping to do 8-pound springs, and then we'll go from there. So Charlotte didn't go the way we planned or what we wanted, but hey, this is building a car, and this is part of it. So whenever you build a car out there, you're gonna have different issues you go through. So that's about it, and we'll see you in the next one. Tell your friends.